Lesson 6.3 is on multiplication again, but changing the numbers from mixed numbers to top-heavy fractions first. Before you can multiply fractions, you have to change the numbers to fractions. This is not a fraction yet. We have to change this. So if you remember how to change a mixed number to a top-heavy fraction, how do you change it? Bethany?
You multiply the denominator times the whole number, and then you add the numerator.
Good. Yep. Now, do you remember why you do that? Why do you multiply the whole number times the denominator? Because you're taking the wholes and you're cutting them up into, each whole is cut up into how many pieces in this case? If there's one whole and 1/8, then you take that whole and you cut it up into
9/8. Well, 8/8, and then
8/8.
you add the top one.
And you already have a piece. Okay? Remember, the top number in a fraction tells you how many pieces you have. And the denominator tells you how many pieces would be in a whole. Or how big the pieces are. Alright? The denomination, sometimes it's called, means that the size of, if you're talking about the denomination of a money, a $10 bill is worth more than a $5 bill. It's a higher denomination. Okay? Even though it's just one paper bill, one is worth more than the other because of its denomination. Now you know what that word means. Okay? Now, 1/8 means that you have one piece and you have a whole. And so you take the whole and you cut it up into 8 pieces and you add the piece that you have so that you have 9 pieces, 9/8. Can you imagine that? Can you see that?
Yes.
Got a whole, and you cut it up into 8 pieces, and you still have a piece. You add those to the 8, and you have 9. 9 pieces. You write 9/8. Okay? I think it's very good when you're working with fractions to understand what the numbers mean. Okay? Now, we have 9/8, and we're going to multiply it by 2 1/3, which becomes 7/3. All right, so write down this example. 1 1/8 changes to 9/8, and write it underneath. Write it in this space when you're writing down your example. Write down the equal fraction underneath it. That way you don't have to keep track of the other way. And when I do examples with you, that's how I'm going to show you. Is to write the equivalent top-heavy fraction underneath the mixed number. So that they're in the same line, they're lined up. And that way you can see that you are converting them correctly. Okay? So write the 9/8 here underneath your number, and write the 7/3 here underneath 2 1/3, and then multiply them out. First you can reduce 9/3 to 3/1, right? And then multiply. 3 times 7 is 21. 8 times 1 is 8. So write that down. And then convert it to a mixed number again. Here's how you do that. 8 would go into 21 2 times. That becomes the whole number. It's like taking those pieces again, all of those pieces, 21 pieces, and putting them into a shape where the 8 pieces make a whole. So if every 8 pieces make a whole, and you make 2 holes, you made 16 pieces. Or you used 16 pieces. And you have 5 remaining. So the mixed number is 2 holes and 5 eighths. Okay? Let's do some together. From lesson 6.3, part of your assignment. Go to number 2, page 175. And write it down this way. Number 2, page 175. Everyone do this one now. In your assignments, yes. In your assignments. You'll be able to do this pretty quickly, I'm thinking. You know why?
You did it already.
We just did this one.
We did?
Yes. So write it down in your assignments. In your assignments. Oh, you should start a new page whenever you start a new assignment. Okay? So underneath it, write top heavy fraction. You know what the dot means?
Times.
Times. Yep. Make sure that you factor out first. Keep going.
Okay.
No, you didn't factor out first. I just said, make sure that you factor out first. Why does yours look different? You did? I wrote 9/8 times 7/3. What did you write?
9/8 times. Well, I didn't do. Oh, that's a 3. I thought it was.
And I wrote it underneath.
Oh,
So do that now. Good. See, if you'll follow the directions, it works a lot better. Okay? Go to number 4. 3/4 times 6 and 5/6. Write that down first. And we have to rewrite this problem. Because we have to change 6 and 5/6. So rewrite it underneath. That way it's lined up. And then factor it. And then multiply. Not 6 and 46.
Sorry, I know, I
Oh.
accidentally put that.
Now factor it.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was making that, like, rather than.
Focus. And then change it to a mixed number. So, factor out the 3's and multiply. And then 8 goes into 41 5 times. Find the remainder. 4, 5, and 1/8. Okay. Number 6. 8 1/3 times 3/5. And write the new problem underneath. And factor it. And you should get 5. So before multiplying, you put a factor. You see? Good. Somebody went on to number 8 already. That's good thinking, because that follows the pattern. Number 8. 5 1/3 times 3/4. And rewrite it. And factor it.
Do you guys have any iPads?
No.
We have 1.
Wait,
One?
you have
Yeah.
one? Yeah, maybe.
And we can get 4. And then your assignment, go on and do 10, 14, 10, 14, and 16.